video is going to be slightly different just because my face cam stopped recording in the midst of actually recording the video. So it's going to be a different type of post commentary. But in today's video, we were hopping into PvP and we were going to be using 14-star Super Buu on regen. And one major benefit of this is because the fact that we have 2 units to cover him, which are, you know, Kid Buu and Cell, and also he's being 2 times Zenkai boosted by Turles and by Janemba. So these battles were actually really good, and I didn't want them to go to waste. So that's the reason why I'm doing like this type of post commentary, different from the normal post commentary I kind of do. So the first team we were up against is this team right here. It was Godkey, and I brought in, if I'm not mistaken, Kid Buu, Super Buu, and I believe, oh, well, Cell. So, because I'm watching this as I'm doing the post commentary for you guys. But this battle turned out a lot better than I expected. And in truth, it's not even because, actually, Cell was on this particular team for me, like in this battle, as a safety net. Like, just in case, like, maybe Vegeta starts going crazy and I need a red unit to fend him off. That's what Cell was there for. But for the most part, I wanted to keep it primarily just Super Buu as much as possible, maybe throwing in Kid Buu every now and then, right? So we got up against Gogeta Blue, and I managed to perfect vanish somehow. So I instantly fall with my special skill so the opponent can't just swap out. And from there, I continue my combo, and we're doing really good damage against him, right? And since his unique gauge got full, I was like, you know what? I might as well just throw a Ki Blast just to activate the gauge so he can't hold on to it. So, of course, the opponent follows up with a special move, and we completely ate that hit. Like, literally, I mean, we felt it, but it wasn't like crazy damage, right? So the opponent ends up switching to Vegeta, and at this point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can see Super Buu's defenses when it comes down to, like, yellow units. And then he dropped the combo because I'm assuming he thought I was going to swap to Kid Buu, which is not a bad, you know, thought process at all. But I was like, you know what? I'm keeping Super Buu in. I want to see what he's capable of doing. So I continue my combo over and over. Then eventually throws in Zamasu. So I pop my main with Super Buu and land my special skill on, well, it was going to be on Zamasu, but then he threw in Gogeta. Since he literally cycled, there's no way he can get Vegeta in quick enough. So because of that, I managed to wipe out Gogeta. Like, he's just gone, right? Which makes things much easier for me. So now it's just trying to deal with Zamasu's endurance. So Zamasu kind of dashed forward and he sidestepped. So he got caught with the special skill from Kid Buu. At this point, I'm just auto comboing because there's not really much the opponent can do. Either you let Zamasu die or you let Vegeta take a lot of damage. So I pop my main, throw out my ult, and of course he throws in Vegeta. So at this point, there's no way in the world we're gonna lose this battle, like, at all. Like, I dealt massive damage against Vegeta. Zamasu obviously took some damage in the back end, and at this point, all I need to do is just land a really good hit on Vegeta. But he had a special move, threw it at Kid Buu. I recovered the health instantly, so it's whatever. I ended up perfect vanishing the Ki Blast, and I ended up wiping out Vegeta with a special move. Now, since I don't really have the means of nullifying endurance anymore, unless Kid Buu's last man standing, I have to rely on everybody else. So I get out the way of Rising Rush, and because of that, I have enough cards and whatnot to be able to deal damage against Zamasu, and we win the battle. I think that this battle was one of the best displays of how Super Buu pairs up perfectly with Kid Buu, right? I mean, the damage was there, right? The damage was definitely there. He was able to deal effective damage against the likes of Ultra Gogeta Blue, which is obviously very, very important. But not only that, that special skill works so perfectly with Kid Buu, or really any unit that it could work with. It's actually insane, right? Because for any unit that is affected by Immobilize, you get like those few extra seconds of being able to maybe get some cards, get some ki, get your your banish back, or whatever the case may be, and then continue your combo. Or you can lead that into a unit that maybe nullifies endurance, right? If you use that special skill against a unit that has endurance, immobilize them, throw in a unit that can nullify that, wipe them out. So it was a really good display of what Super Buu and Kid Buu can do together. Anyway, now we're up against this team, and then I bring Super Buu, Kid Buu, and Majin Buu. Now, this battle was a bit more difficult than it needed to be. And it's not because of Beast Gohan. It wasn't even because of Tag Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. This battle was annoying just because of Pan. I mean, again, Pan is just quite literally built different, right? So in my mind, my thought process was, we have got to get rid of Pan. She has got to go, right? If we get rid of Pan, then everything should be easier to deal with, because Buu is more than capable enough of handling Gohan easily. And then again, Goku and Vegeta, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, I got Majin Buu, so we should be fine. Anyway, yeah, they lead off with Pan. I have Super Buu. And at this point, I pressed this special skill too late, which ended up hurting me a lot more than it should have. And also, when I vanished, I timed the sidestep wrong. So at this point, I'm just preparing for Gohan to come in because he nullifies cover change. But then he threw in Goku, which also makes sense because he nullifies cover change. But he threw out a special move. When I have Buu right there, so I just threw in Majin Buu and he took the hit. So anyway, I don't know what was going on, but the opponent just didn't vanish. So I tried to just deal as much damage as fast as I could before Gohan could come in, because, you know, the trap-in ran out. And sure enough, the trap-in ran out. So Gohan came in, but that's fine because that's one of his cover changes down. So I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, he popped a special skill, so I lost my cards. Then he followed up with Ki Blast. I wasn't able to do much. At this point, all I'm trying to do is just land damage against Gohan. And luckily, I was able to do so. So, again, Buu goes in. I lead off with Strike after I vanish. And then from there, I tried to land the special skill on Gohan, because if I did, I was going to throw in Buu and take him out. But because of that, he threw in Pan, and Pan was immobilized. So I utilized Rising Rush, because my plan is get Pan out of there as fast as possible. If I do that, this battle should be smooth sailing. My rush got guessed. So because of that, this battle just became exponentially more difficult. So I have to accommodate to the opponent. She's using Pan as a defensive unit now. And I mean that in the sense of she's not going in unless it's to take an absolutely devastating attack. So afterwards, they end up throwing in Goku and Vegeta. Then they swap to Vegeta. So that makes me utilizing Buu a bit more difficult now than it was before. But luckily, we're able to take a lot of these hits with Super Buu. But then they throw out Rising Rush. I really don't know why they did this. I don't think that was a good idea, because again, I had Kid Buu in the back, chilling the whole time. So I might have lost endurance, but this rush was pretty much wasted, because now you have to go out of your way to ensure that Kid Buu is going to die, and that's not going to be that easy. And plus, I popped my special skill, so that means that Gohan is wide open. So one of two things is going to happen. Either Gohan is going to die, or Pan is going to die. So I continue my combo, the opponent throws in Pan, I'm not dealing with their nonsense, I just pop my main ability, and I wipe her off the face of the earth. So now I'm kind of in a rough spot, because I have no effective unit to nullify endurance anymore, which is what I wanted to use against Gohan. But if I had a special move, I probably would have just thrown it out. But the opponent obviously had Gohan come back in. I threw in Buu so I could at least heal my team, and then I caught him on the sidestep. So because of that, I'm able to do a lot of damage against Gohan as fast as I could. But I opted to throw in Super Buu because I want to see what Super Buu is capable of doing. So I tap attack, and that activates Gohan's endurance. So now nobody is safe. Like, if you get hit with a strong combo, you're dead. So the opponent tackled, I reacted too late, so I threw in Kid Buu. And at this point, I'm kind of worried about Transcendent Kamehameha. That's like the one thing that's going to be a problem. So I end up backing off after I vanished to land the special skill against the opponent. And now at this point, I could have wiped out somebody if I threw out my special move, but I wanted to deal as much damage as I could. And plus, since I covered nullify cover change, Gohan couldn't do anything. So I ended up charging in with Buu, and surprisingly, I end up winning the clash. So everything kind of worked out well, because now Gohan is dead. There's no way he's gonna live. So, and we already, activated his endurance, so he's definitely dead. The only thing we have to worry about now is Transcendent Kamehameha. That is the only thing we have to worry about. But luckily, Goku's not in yet, so we still have a bit of time to actually do something against the opponent. I tried to sidestep right there. It just didn't execute. I don't know why, right? But again, the opponent still hasn't brought in Goku yet, so all I have to do is just land damage against Goku. So he just charges in. I end up getting rush again, but you guys know how I am. I absolutely refuse to double rush unless somebody double rushes me. That is the only time I will ever do it. So because of that, I sidestep with Buu, and I'm trying to end it with Buu. And then the opponent activates Transcendent Kamehameha preparation mode, but I threw in Majin Buu right as it happened. So because of that, I can handle losing this Buu. That's not a problem whatsoever, right? But obviously Vegeta's in, so he has element factor advantage against Buu, which really doesn't help me. But again, I'm fine. If I lose this Majin Buu, he's already done his job. And I have 2 other units in the back end that can easily take care of this unit. So, because of that, he's kind of just stalling for time. I take like a slight hit from, you know, Vegeta, then Transcendent Kamehameha activates. And again, if I lose Majin Buu, I'm not worried. It doesn't matter. But we lost Buu, but I still have Super Buu. So I'm trying to find a way to attack, you know, Goku as much as I can. So I force an advantage, I follow up with Strike, and again, we're doing good damage, just, you know, obviously not enough for us to actually end the battle, but enough damage nonetheless. So we do a lot of damage against Goku and Vegeta, and at this point, the battle's still just kind of going on. I follow up with Strike, and this is where everything went insane. So they threw in Vegeta, I took 1 hit, I threw in Kid Buu, he hits me with Ki Blast, and then he double rushes me. And again, you guys, like I said earlier, you guys already know my philosophy on all that crap, right? I refuse to double rush any opponent unless they double rush me first. So since I got double rushed, it's free game. So when their rush ended, I tackled, and I was like, wait a minute, I can just follow up with Rising Rush. So I throw out Rising Rush, and at this point, it's make it or break it, because if the rush doesn't land, I'm going to lose. So I pick Ki Blast, execute the rush on the opponent, and after the special move went off, I ended up winning the rush. So because of that, the opponent lost. Now, again, I could have followed up with Ki Blast. I could have done literally anything else, but I took a risk with Rising Rush, and it paid off. So there's that. And again, you guys already know how I feel about Double Rush. It is absolutely ridiculous. Rising Rush is a comeback mechanic. I get it, but it's easily the strongest mechanic in the entire game. It can literally change the tide of battle, which it literally did for the opponent. So yeah, but it is what it is. We still won. We got to see Buu's defenses. We got to see his offenses as well. And he was really, really good, even, or not even, at 14 stars, while also being 2x Zenkai boosted. So, again, really good free-to-play unit. You guys really should be farming it. Okay, so in this final battle, I was honestly preparing for Gogeta, and then potentially either, you know, Goku Vegeta or Majin Vegeta, right? So I was really surprised with the choice that my opponent made in this battle, right? Because in truth, I would have selected another unit over one particular unit that the opponent chose. I understand why they brought them, but I really don't think that that particular unit that they brought was a good idea in the grand scheme of things. So in this battle, I end up picking, if I'm not mistaken, it's Super Buu, Kid Buu, and I believe Cell. I'm pretty sure I picked Cell because I wasn't really worried about Goku and Vegeta. But the opponent ended up bringing, I believe, Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, and Majin Vegeta. That's what really threw me off. And in this battle, truthfully speaking, I understand why Majin Vegeta is in. Final Explosion will completely annihilate Buu, 100%. But I honestly would have opted in to bring in Gogeta Blue instead of Majin Vegeta. And you guys will see why in this battle. So, luckily I led off with Super Buu. So as long as Vegeto's not going in against him, I'm good. I have nothing to worry about. So Goku and Vegeta lead off. I end up taking Ki Blast instantly. I just was not prepared at all for that to happen. So I take a few hits. We're taking it perfectly fine. But I also need to be careful because if the combo goes on for too long, Buu will take too much damage. So, but you know, the opponent threw in Vegito, so that's good enough for me. So I throw in Cell, and obviously Strike Cover ends his combo. If I had a special move, that would have helped out significantly. So I, you know, quick dash in, you know, and attack Vegito, do some damage. I knew he was gonna do that to me, so I tried to time my strike. I just timed it too late. So anyway, the opponent ends up throwing Majin Vegeta as I'm comboing Vegito initially, and then afterwards, I pop my special, or my main ability to get a special skill, and I land that on Vegeta. So right there, I did not notice that the opponent actually quit. And at that point, we were already in the midst of battle. So I didn't notice it at the time, but I noticed it like as the battle was progressing. So right now, I'm still fighting as if I'm fighting an actual person, which is why, like, just note that when you fight a bot, you can't fight as if you're fighting an actual person. It doesn't work that way. But either way, though, I'm doing massive damage against the opponent. And then afterwards, you know, Vegeta goes in, then I throw in Cell, then Vegeta goes in, and then I pop my special move with Cell and it wipes out Vegeta. So there's that. Again, at this point, I'm still fighting as if I'm fighting an actual person. So that's why, like, I'm not kind of like, it hasn't clicked yet. When I'm fighting, like, for a video or just in general, I'm not looking at the bottom right of my screen. So yeah. So because of that, I vanish. I land a few attacks on Vegito, and then I transform to get my vanish back and also to deal more damage, all that good stuff. And at this point, I'm just trying to deal as much damage as I can to Vegito before Goku and Vegeta come in. So luckily with Vegito, I was able to, you know, get him to, you know, activate his endurance. Now, when I threw in Super Buu and I saw the way how he backed off, this is when I realized, holy crap, the opponent left. So because of that, I just charged him with Rising Rush, and I just try to wipe out, you know, Goku and Vegeta, because at this point, it's a bot battle, so it just doesn't matter. So yeah, I just throw out Rush, we wipe out Goku and Vegeta. And on the bright side though, if you're already in the midst of battle, and then you quit, the AI that takes over still carries over all of the stats and whatnot that you had initially before the battle even started. So because of that, I mean, we're kind of golden. I throw in Kid Buu, I managed to, you know, strike cover, and at this point, I'm just trying to finish off the battle because, you know, my opponent left. So because of that, I perfect finish, and I just wipe out Vegito, and that's game. And you guys will see, like, when it pops up that the opponent left. Again, initially, I didn't notice it until I saw the way how Vegito backed off. But, yeah, I think that these battles were a really good display of what this free-to-play Super Buu is capable of. Like, this Super Buu is an incredible free-to-play unit. I mean, and it's kind of crazy knowing that we got really good free-to-play units back-to-back. Because before Super Buu released, we got Pui Pui. And Pui Pui is still a really, really good unit. So, again, guys, this is a unit you should not sleep on. If you have the opportunity to get him up to 14 stars, get him to 14 stars. Because not only is he good just in a general retrospect, but he pairs up wonderfully with Kid Buu. So again, I highly recommend that you guys farm this unit. He's really good. But I do want to know in the comment section below if you guys did get the free-to-play Super Buu, especially up to 14 stars, what team did you put him on, and how did he work out for you? Again, let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.